The country's 9 Supreme Court justices are going to decide whether a Colorado web designer can refuse to serve LGBTQ couples. The case is measuring free speech against the rights of the LGBTQ community in a fight over Colorado's anti-discrimination law. Here with more is 9 News crime and justice reporter Matt Jablow.
Today, the Supreme Court heard the argument in my case.
The nation's highest court was the scene Monday of a high-profile cultural battle that began in Colorado more than 6 years ago.
After starting my own design studio, I was excited to expand my portfolio.
Lori Smith is the owner of a Denver area marketing and website design firm, 303 Creative. On her company's website, she writes that as a Christian, I am always careful to avoid communicating ideas or messages that are inconsistent with my religious beliefs. Since 2016, she's been fighting the state of Colorado to allow her to refuse to design wedding websites for same-sex couples. So far, she has not actually turned away any same-sex couples, but her lawyer argued on Monday that she has the right to.
Law-abiding people have a right to speak their conscience, including on a controversial subject like marriage. And that noble principle is rooted in love of neighbor, extending the same rights to others that we want for ourselves.
Colorado is trying to force me to create custom, unique artwork to promote ideas inconsistent with my faith and the core of who I am.
But Colorado Democratic Attorney General Phil Weiser, whose lawyers argued the other side of the case,
the justices understood the gravity of this case,
says Smith would clearly violate Colorado's anti-discrimination laws if she refuses to do business with LGBT couples.
The basic idea is if you open your doors to the public, you have to accommodate all comers. You can't deny someone access to a product or service based on who they are.
The Supreme Court is expected to rule on the case in June. There's currently a 6-3 conservative majority on the court, which could suggest they'll rule in Smith's favor. 4 years ago, in a similar case, the court ruled that a Denver baker could refuse to make a wedding cake for a same-sex couple. But legal experts say, unlike the one before the court today, that case was much more narrowly based and did not involve freedom of speech. Tom?
Certainly comes to mind, though, the 2 cases when you think of them both coming from here in Colorado and getting to the Supreme Court.
Clearly, this one, though, will have much more far-ranging implications.
All right, Matt.